So the ANC Secretary-general, Mr. Fikile Mbalula, warned that South Africa could have faced chaos if President Cyril Ramaphosa had not reacted quickly to the shocking claims made by the Kwa-zulu Natal Police Commissioner, Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi. Fikile was speaking at the ANC's Mpumalanga Provincial General Council at Mbombela Stadium, where he strongly defended the president's decision to establish the Madlanga Commission of inquiry. This commission was created to investigate serious allegations of political interference and criminal connections within law enforcement. According to Fikile, Mkhwanazi's public statement on July 6th, where he accused senior politicians and police officials of working with criminal groups and undermining police operations, was explosive enough to threaten national stability. Fikile said that without a firm and quick response, the situation could have easily turned into national unrest, similar to what the country experienced in July 2021. He said the president's quick decision to establish a commission was a responsible and necessary step to protect the rule of law and the stability of the country. Fikile explained that when Mkhwanazi addressed the nation and revealed those allegations, there were groups in society that tried to use that moment to turn people against the democratic state. He compared it to what happened during the Jacob Zuma unrest in 2021, which left more than 300 people dead and caused billions of rand in damages. According to him, if the president had ignored or downplayed the matter, the country could have descended into flames once again. Mbalula said the NC believed that Ramaphosa's leadership helped prevent what could have been a repeat of the chaos that the nation went through just a few years ago. Fikile told ANC delegates that the seriousness of Mkhwanazi's claims could not be treated as just another political debate because it touched on the safety of the state and the credibility of the police. He said, if the president treated the matter like it was not important, this country was going to burn. He explained that there were people who were ready to take advantage of the confusion and use it to start unrest. By acting quickly, the president stopped what could have been a national disaster. He emphasized that the ANC supported the creation of the commission because the situation demanded calm leadership, proper investigation, and not political games. He also pointed out that the ANC's main goal was to protect the country's democratic institutions and make sure that law enforcement remains independent from political influence. So responding to those who criticized the commission, Fikile said, some people complained that commissions of inquiry often do not bring results, but this one was different because it was about protecting the foundation of the country. He said the president's decision was based on wisdom and legal advice, and it was the right thing to do. He also mentioned that there is growing public frustration about corruption and poor governance, which makes it even more important to investigate Mkhwanazi's claims thoroughly. He warned that ignoring such serious allegations could make people lose faith in the government. He said, if somebody says the state is captured by criminal cartels and you pretend not to see it, our people are not fools. They will revolt in the streets. He urged people not to rush to conclusions while the Madlanga Commission is still doing its work. He said the law requires that every side be heard and that the commission was not created to declare anyone guilty, but to find out the truth. He told the delegates that judging people based on social media opinions or emotions could destroy the justice system. Let evidence lead, he said, adding that accountability must be based on facts, not speculation. Fikile stressed that if anyone is found guilty of wrongdoing, they must face the consequences under the law. But if the system itself is at fault, it must be repaired to restore public confidence. So, in his closing remarks, Fikile said that the ANC remains committed to defending the Constitution and ensuring that those who break the law face justice. He said that protecting the country's democracy and restoring people's trust in the state are the party's top priorities. Mbalula also said that the Madlanga Commission's work would help the government identify weaknesses within law enforcement and deal with them properly. He reminded South Africans that leadership is about making difficult decisions in the interest of the nation, and President Ramaphosa's action was an example of that. The Madlanga Commission is expected to begin its public hearings later this month, and many citizens are waiting to see what truths it will uncover and how they might shape the future of the country.
Comrades, the ANC supports the Madlanga Commission. Not only the Madlanga Commission, there's another commission on the TRC. And many people will say, why didn't the president just act? Why did he have to establish a commission? Now I want to explain why. I don't know the rationale of the president of the country, but I want to explain why the ANC supported. ANC, not President Ramaphosa. We went to the NEC. Everybody supported the establishment of the commission. There's nobody who sat there in the NEC we are opposed. And I read the NEC statement. I hope you got it. ANC support the establishment of the Madlanga Commission. Comrades, on the 6th of July, we wake up, there's a policeman addressing the nation and say, here are the allegations. There are many forces in society that wanted to elevate that thing to a form of revolt against the democratic state, like it happened during the Jacob Zuma unrest. You remember? And then they said they don't know why Zuma is arrested. And then they brought the country down. More than 400 people died. In Gauteng and KZN. Now, when General Mkhwanazi addressed the nation, I've spoken about crime here today and what we need to do and the good work that the police are doing. Crime affects you where you live, in your household. If the president of the country, according to the ANC, were to treat that matter anyhow, as a by-the-way issue, this country was going to turn into flames. What brought the Spring Revolution in Egypt and brought down the longest-serving dictator in Egypt was not anything else but was the one grievance of the masses. Kwabulawa umuntu estratweni. We knew as the ANC, with all counter-revolution around us and opportunists, this thing will be bigger than the unrest when Jacob Zuma was justifiably so arrested. Because the terms of the Commission of Inquiry, like even this one of Madlanga, are very clear. If you are subpoenaed, you don't appear, you will be arrested and sent to jail for a limited period without trial. It's in the terms of the commission. If ndiyabizwa ngomso, funeka ndinxibe ibhrukwe ndiye ndincunca kula commission if I don't want to be arrested. It is in the terms of the commission. The president took a decision in his own wisdom, legally guided. As the ANC, we supported that. Because why? The matter Mkhwanazi was raising was important. Because, and I explained it on behalf of the NEC, that the things that is raising border on this country becoming a banana republic and the fall of the rule of law. If somebody wake up and say the state is infiltrated by criminal cartels, Otsotsi, Barana, ama comrade and deployees in government, and you put a blind eye on that, our people are not fools in the streets. They were going to revolt against the democratic state. Uguti, this government doesn't care about us. And that's why we supported Matamela to establish the Madlanga Commission. And that is the political context, as opposed to those who say there are other mechanisms that could have been there at the disposal of the president. The people want